Hello, my name is Dr. Benita Cobb, and I'm the Learning Specialist at the Bradsky Student Athlete Academic Success Center. In this video session, we'll be going over test anxiety. First, let's start off by talking about what it is. Anxiety manifests itself in physical symptoms. You can feel like you have sweaty palms, you have an accelerated heart rate, or even have a fluttery stomach. It can also manifest itself in a negative mindset, where you just constantly have this negative mental cycle or a mental script. You can also feel very pessimistic when you sit down and take an exam. So what are some ways that we can reduce these symptoms? First, we can ensure that we take care of ourselves before an exam and the weeks leading up to it. Make sure that you get enough sleep, that you eat right, and that you exercise. Make sure that you're doing activities that you enjoy as well as studying. Also, try to get to the test room early and avoid rushing. You can sit down, settle in, pick the seat that you want, and gather your thoughts before the exam. And make sure that you have a strategy. Know as much about the test as you can before you walk into the testing room. Ask your professors how many questions that they're going to be and what types of questions there are. The better prepared you are, the more you're going to be able to have a great strategy for taking the exam. If you're having these negative thoughts, just acknowledge them and try to reframe them. Push the mouse to the side and just focus on doing your best. There are consequences of anxiety. It can make you miserable in the short term. The greater damage is that it might become a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you fall into this negative cycle, recognize it and try to reframe your experience into a positive one. Use your anxiety to make you more alert so that you'll be better able to focus and to choose right answers. Some of the warning signs that anxiety might negatively affect you is with your negative speech patterns, such as saying things after you take an exam. An example would be, "I've always missed that question," or unrealistic negative assessments, which is saying things like, "I totally blew that entire section," "I didn't get a single one right," or a negative prediction saying that you failed the exam. You probably didn't fail. You've got some right. Sometimes we have negative filtering where you only focus on the negative things, the errors, the mistakes that you made. Once the test is over, once you recognize these negative mental patterns, you can put a stop to them and try to reframe them into something more positive and less negative. If you do have anxiety, it can manifest itself in either rational or irrational anxiety. Rational anxiety is where your emotions accurately reflect your lack of preparation and predict a poor result. The solution to rational anxiety is to be prepared better the next time. On the other hand, we have irrational anxiety, which usually comes from these negative mental scripts where your emotions distort your perception of your preparation and don't accurately predict your performance. If you're having this irrational anxiety and it's negatively affecting your grades and your schoolwork, reach out to the Counseling and Wellness Center. They have relaxation techniques to help calm you down in the moment. They offer counseling for all students, and they can help you in this journey. Maybe gather data from your past tests and your practice tests and compare them with your prediction. See if you're accurate in predicting what your grade will be. Take as many practice tests as you can and note when you're guessing at questions and see if you're guessing correctly. This is going to help you detect if your thought patterns are accurate. Check your predictions on the practice test and make sure that you are accurately predicting so that you don't fall into this negative cycle of pessimism. For additional resources, please visit the Bradsky Student Athlete Academic Success Center. We have individual appointments for life skills and helping you to stay organized. This is going to cut down on test anxiety. We have video resources like the one you've watched today and private tutoring for course-specific needs. We look forward to seeing you.